Hey, Cookaholic Chef Kendra here, and today we're making easy street tacos. So let's do what we do and make it happen. We're gonna start with some prep work. I'm gonna dice this onion. Let the knife do the work. I'm just going to put them in this little bag for later. I gotta tell you guys, that onion was potent. Now, I'm just going to take this giant jalapeno and I'm gonna cut this up. Now, here's the thing with this jalapeno. See how big it is? The bigger the jalapeno, the less heat it produces. I mean, it's still hot, but the smaller the jalapeno, the more fire you get. Now, I'm just gonna cut down the sides. I'm trying to avoid the core. See? Now, if I wanted extra heat, I would cut it this way, because then the seeds and everything will be in there. A lot of the heat comes from this part. It's not just the seeds. Little bag. I'm gonna set these aside. So I have some washed cilantro here, and I'm just gonna give it a rough chop. Put it in the bag here for later. We have a lime, and I'm just going to slice the lime. And we got our limes, and we're gonna set those aside. I'm here, and I have an orange, and I'm just gonna roll these out to loosen up the juices. Same with the orange. Let me get a little baggie for the juices. Cut this orange in half. I might have to use another orange to get the amount of juice I want. I'm using oranges because I don't drink orange juice, so I didn't want to buy any orange juice, but so I'm just using oranges. Oh, this orange is gonna work out fine. Look how beautiful that orange is. Wow. Okay, so I'm putting it in here first because I don't want any seeds in my bag. So that's the last of our lime juice. I'm gonna pull this out of here. So we have our juices for our marinade. Now here in this bag we have some steak. It's already cut up. You can use skirt steak, flank steak, or flat meat. That's up to you. So this is already cut up. I bought it that way to save time. So we're gonna open this up. Look at that. Beautiful meat. I actually could use this device, which I love. Really cheap gadget that I like to use to hold my bags open. And I do a lot of marinating, so hold that bag open. Add some soy sauce in here. Next, we're gonna add some olive oil. The next thing that goes in here is our spices. Let's move this out of the way for a second. Let's talk about our spices. We have oregano, garlic powder. Right here we have some accent, so it's totally optional. We have some pink sea salt. Regular salt is fine, of course. We have black pepper. We have chili powder. And over here we have cumin. And get all of those beautiful flavors inside this bag. Last thing in is that orange and lime juice. This device did a great job of holding up the bag. We're going to take the bag off. And we're going to start massaging those flavors into the meat. Just like so. I want to get everything covered. So this is when I kind of close the bag a little. Not all the way. And let the air, some of the air out so we can really get in there and have that flavor sucked into the meat. We're going to put it in the refrigerator to let it marinate. Now when you're ready to cook it, pull it out the fridge at least a half hour before you want to cook this up. Olive oil on this pan here. Now I'm gonna let that heat up for about a minute. I'm gonna drop some corn tortillas on here. Now you can feel free to use flour tortillas, just heat those up. But I like corn tortillas in this. So we're just gonna cook both sides of these tortillas. And then we're gonna set them aside. You're gonna need about maybe 12 of these if you want to use up all of the meat. Now a little trick I like to use is taking a little foil. This is totally optional, you don't have to do this. And folding them over the foil like that. And I'm just gonna make sure like they're a little brown on both sides. And then I'm gonna set them aside. And then I'm gonna do the rest. So I'm gonna get just a little bit more oil down here. And this happens to be olive oil, a mild one. And get our meat that we marinated. Heat. And we're just going to cook and stir until it's done. It smells so good. Now I want you to understand at this point, I drank all that excess liquid out of the pan. This is just what we're looking for. It's perfect. So we're going to remove it from the heat. Tortillas over here. We have some cilantro, jalapeno, onion, lime. Of course, you know I'm going to do up some hot sauce. This is super hot, but I love it. You all know how I roll by now. And see, we got a little pocket from that aluminum foil. You'll be feeding everybody. Put some sauce on there if you like. Yo, you can find the ingredients list in the description below. See you next time. Chef Kendra is out. Peace.